So good morning to all of you. So we have studied about the auxiliaries to trade. Is in the previous class we have studied about the auxiliaries to trade, and we saw that there are different activities conducted in the auxiliaries to trade, such as banking and finance, transportation, insurance, warehousing, and advertisement. Is So now let us see a video which shows about the auxiliaries to trade. Okay.
Activities meant for assisting trade are known as auxiliaries to trade. They're activities like banking and finance, warehousing, advertising, communication, insurance, and transportation play a supportive role in industry and trade. Let us find out how each of these help.
Hey, I haven't seen you around for quite a long time. Where were you, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm busy planning to start a new business.
So, everything set?
Yeah, but I'm little short of funds. I don't know how to arrange money. Hey, can you lend me 6 to 7 lakh rupees?
Hey, listen, I'm in a little hurry. Gotta go, bye.
Hello? Gopal uncle? Hello? 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 How will I get money for my business? Even Gopal uncle stopped taking my calls when I asked him for money. Oh God, what do I do now?
Banking overcomes problem of finance.
Business activities require funds to acquire assets, purchase raw materials, and meet other expenses. Necessary funds can be obtained by business from banks and financial institutions. Commercial banks grant loan by providing overdraft and cash credit facilities, loans and advances.
Banks are reservoirs of funds.
Hello, sir. Would you like to buy these fruit drinks? You can sell them and make lots of money.
I keep only branded and known products, which people are aware of. Nobody has ever heard about these drinks. Who will buy them, huh?
Advertising removes hindrance of knowledge.
Advertising helps businessmen in reaching prospective buyers through promotion of the sale of the products, provides information about the goods and service availability, features, price, etc. It induces the buyer to purchase particular items.
Advertising promotes sale of goods. Hello, Chirag Distributors.
Hello, I'm the manager Karan, calling from Atulya Promotion and Company.
Yes, Karan, tell me.
Sir, I called you to inform that your dues are not clear yet. 50,000 rupees stand outstanding on 31st March.
Oh, really? Thanks for informing me. Please send me the detailed statement on my mail. Communication exchanges information between buyer and seller.
Communication facilities provide producers, traders, and consumers a platform where they may exchange information with one another. Telephone facilities, internet, and postal services are regarded as important support for trading activities.
Communication is a link between producer, trader, and consumer.
Help! Whole factory's on fire! Thank God. I was just dreaming. But I should definitely protect my factory against such losses.
Insurance compensates the loss of property and goods.
Insurance provides protection from various types of risks. On nominal payment, the amount of loss or damage and compensation for injuries can be recovered from the insurance companies.
Insurance is a protection against risks.
Thanks for the order. I will send you the goods by tomorrow to Chandigarh. I have made a promise to send it by tomorrow. But how would I deliver these from Delhi to Chandigarh?
Transportation removes the obstacle of place.
Transport helps in removing the hindrance of place and creates time utility. It helps in movement of goods from the place of production or warehouse to the place of consumption.
Transportation facilitates movement of goods from seller to consumer.
This is how auxiliaries to trade provide the infrastructure for the smooth conduct of business.
Okay, so were you able to watch this?
The was but not audible.
Okay, so I will be sending you the video in that. See, when I send the video of this recorded class, I will send you the video along with that so you can watch it. So here, when I am like in this is screen sharing option is there, so we cannot have only the screen video will be properly shared and the audio is not coming proper. Okay, so we have studied about the this one to say like we have studied about auxiliaries to trade, and in that there are few points that we have studied. Okay, so the next topic that we have to study is about the objectives of business. Objectives, okay, or what is the purpose of doing a business? Okay, an objective is the starting point of business. Every business is directed to the achievement of certain objectives. Objective refers to all that the business people want to get in return for what they do. It is generally believed that business activity is carried out only for profit. Business persons themselves proclaim that their primary objective is produce or distribute goods and services for profit. So we know that, see, like for doing any kind of activity, there should be a purpose. So you are coming to the school or you want to study. So there is a purpose. What is the purpose of your studies? What is the purpose of your studies? Why do you study? You can answer.
To gain knowledge.
To gain knowledge, and any other?
These studies help us to build a better career in future.
Pardon?
For getting jobs and earn a living. That.
Okay, so that is there. See, like you are studying, you are now you can switch on your videos. Any of your videos are off. You can switch on your videos, and when I ask you the question, you can switch on the mic and speak. Okay, so I have not stopped the mic, so you can, when I ask you a question, other time you keep it mute, and when I ask you any question, you can answer it. Okay, so. So there is like the purpose of our study is that we have a particular purpose. So we are studying for the purpose of one purpose is that to gain knowledge. And why do we get the knowledge? So we want to gain the knowledge in order to get a job, isn't it? So you want to continue our studies. We have to study nicely, and we have to complete our like up to 10th we will study. Then after that +1 +2 we will study. After that we will go for a degree. So all these studies that we are doing is for getting a job, isn't it? So we are actually preparing for a job. And why do we want to get a job? Is that we have to get a salary, money, isn't it? And why do we want to get a money? Is to make or make our livelihood. So we, in order to live happily, so we want to live, we want to continue our life. So we need money for doing our living. So that is the basic purpose, or we can say that filling up of our stomach is the main purpose. So everybody or a business also has got a particular purpose. Okay, so the main purpose of a business is to earn profit. Making profit is the main purpose of a business. But we cannot say that it is the only purpose of business, or a business is run for just for making money or making profit. That is not the only purpose of a business. Okay, you are able to listen to me now, na? Okay, so every business is said to be an attempt on the part of business people to get more than what has been spent or invested, or in other words, to earn profit, which is the excess of revenue over cost. So you can see like what is the profit? The profit is the excess over revenue. We can say that revenue minus cost is equal to profit. So revenue is the income, the return that we are getting. So the revenue means that we sell the product and we get the money. And that's like if I am purchasing a product at 80 rupees and I am selling it for 100 rupees. Okay, the money I receive is 100 rupees. The money I spent is 80 rupees. So the money that I have spent is the expense or the cost of the product, and this revenue is the money that I have received. Okay, so imagine like if I have brought this product from Basti. Okay, so from Basti to here, if I am bringing a product and I am bringing 100 product. Okay, 100 product I am bringing, and 500 rupees I have to pay as a transportation cost. Okay, for bringing one product I have to spend around 5 rupees. Okay, so I am getting a profit of 20 rupees, but in that also another additional cost is there of 5 rupees. The transportation cost is there. You know, so we can say that we get a profit of 15 rupees. I got this product, I purchased the product for 80 rupees, and I had to spend 5 rupees per product for the transportation purpose. So this also is my expenditure. Okay, the money that I am spending for the purpose of selling this product, all the money that we are spending is considered as the cost. Okay, so if I have a showroom, if I have a shop, and in the shop if I am giving rent, all this money can be considered as the expenditure that we spend. Okay, the money that we are spending, that is coming in the category of cost. And the money that we get, so by selling a product, the money that we get is the profit, the revenue, and the difference between these two is the profit. Okay, so the profit is the main purpose of every business. Everybody wants to make a profit. However, it is being increasingly realized nowadays that a business enterprise are part of the society and need to fulfill several objectives, including social responsibility, to survive and prosper in the long run. Profit is found to be the leading objective, but not the only one. Okay, so profit, see, like nowadays in our business, we are running in the running business, and now the aspect of society, or we are living doing the business in a society. So if imagine, see, like if you are going to a shop for purchasing a product, you are going to the Haraya market and you purchase a product. Okay, so you wanted to purchase a pen. Okay, so you wanted to use a fountain pen, ink pen. You purchased an ink pen. Okay, and it is sealed back, nothing is there, there is no any issue. You purchased it for 50 rupees, you spent 50 rupees, and you brought it at home and you start writing. And when you start writing, you found that the ink start leaking. Okay, so there is problem with the product. So what you will do is that you will go back to the shop and return the product. You know, and the shopkeeper will say that no, I cannot give you this product. So that for a shopkeeper, he brought this product maybe for 30 rupees, low quality product he has purchased from some place, maybe for 25 or 30 rupees, and he is selling this product for 50 rupees and making a profit of 25 or 20 rupees. Okay, he is making high profit. But the problem is that this product is not of a good quality product. He is telling to the customer that or when you went to the shop, then he said that this is a very nice product, new product coming into the market, this is name and all you are not familiar, but you will say that oh, this product is a good one, you can purchase this one, like that he will say, and make you to purchase this product. Okay, so but here when you go for returning the product, the shopkeeper is telling that no, this product cannot be, we cannot take it back. Once the product is sold, then we cannot take it back. So then what will happen? You will not go to that shop again. So you will stop trading with that particular shop, and also you will share this information with your friends also. You will say that that day I went to this particular shop and I purchased this product, and when I went back, then he cheated me and he did not give me the product back, or he did not give me money also, any compensation he has not given. Okay, all these type of things happen. But at the same time, imagine, see, like if there is another shopkeeper, and if that shopkeeper is bringing high quality pens, okay, and he is bringing good quality product, and he is purchasing it for 45 rupees and selling it for 50 rupees. Okay, so you purchase the product from the other shop, and there is a very less chance that you will get any like a leakage or any problem may not be there. Okay, so means he is selling only good quality product, so he is getting a profit, but his profit is 5 rupees. So we can say that the first shopkeeper, you can say shopkeeper A. So there are two shopkeepers are there. The first shopkeeper is A, shopkeeper A, and he purchased the product for 25 rupees and sold it for 50 rupees, and he made a profit of 25 rupees in one piece itself. One product itself he sold and he made, but the product that he is selling is a very low quality one. Okay, and he is, when you go for returning the product, he is, because the company is not taking the product back, so then he also cannot return the product, so such kind of problems. And another shopkeeper is there, he is purchasing the product for 45 rupees and selling this product for 50 rupees. Okay, and he is getting a profit of 5 rupees. So you can just imagine, both the shopkeepers are selling pen, and he is selling for 50 rupees. This fellow also is selling for 50 rupees. Okay, but there is a difference. This person is making more profit. So who is making more profitable business here? Huh?
A.
A. Okay. So when you see directly, first one, when you look at it, then you will find that A is making more profit for one product, isn't it? But what happens? You purchase this product and you are not satisfactory. The customers of this this shop is not satisfactory. They don't have any happiness, so they don't feel comfortable. But this person is there, so he is selling. He is only for 5 rupees. He is selling a product. Okay, but he is selling very good quality product. So then what will happen in the future? So you, when first you went to this shop and you purchased a pen and you found that this pen is leaking and it cannot be working in your hand and it will get dirty and your book is getting spoiled and you are unable to write this one. So you lost that pen and you went to another shop and in this shop you went and you purchased a pen and you found that this pen is working without any problem. Okay. So next time when you want to purchase a product, where will you go? Huh? You will go to the first shop
B.
or the second shop?
So B.
B.
You will go to the second shop, isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
if somebody is asking you, if any of your friends are asking you regarding, see, like I want to purchase a pen, so you will take your friend also to this particular shop, isn't it? So continuously he will get a large number of sale, isn't it? So for one product he will get more profit, but he will not get much sale. So when every shop, every customers comes to know that he is cheating and he is looting the customers. So afterwards, what will happen? This person, he will not get any business, and at last he has to close down the business. His shop will be closed because there is nobody. Afterwards, if there will be a situation that nobody is coming to his shop, so his sale will be over and he has to close down the business. But whereas this one, in this shop, he is making only 5 rupees profit, but one day he is like one person, you purchase the product, and next time when you want to purchase, you will go again to this particular shop and you will also take your friends also. Okay. So one day you purchase this product and he made a profit of 5 rupees. Next time you go and you also bring your friend also. Okay. So you took your 2 of your friends. So all 3 of you purchased a pen. So you get he will get the 15 rupees, 3 into 5. So total he will get a 20 rupees profit. And afterwards, again, so 3 of you are there. So you are there, your 2 friends are there. All 3 of you purchased now 1 pen each. Afterwards, next time when you want to purchase, all 3 of you will take one friend of yours and all will go and purchase the pen. So 6 pen will be purchased. Is it no? So he will get a 60 rupees profit. Okay. And they will also inform to other people. So such a way, the number of profits will be keep on increasing. Do you understand? He is making only 5 rupees profit in one. Okay. And here 25 rupees he made profit, but next time anybody will not come. Isn't it? So once if you purchase and if you come to know that this person is cheating, next time you will not go to that shop. Isn't it? So afterwards he will not have any customers and he has to close. But whereas this person, he is doing business in a proper manner, nice manner. So you take next time he will get 15 rupees profit. Afterwards he will get 60 rupees profit. Next again then other people will start. So such a way the number of sellers will be there. So he will have more and more customers and he will get more and more profit. Okay. So this is okay. So then they have to run the business in a profitable manner and that is what survival. Okay, so survival in the market. So we need to survive in the market. So as if I am a shopkeeper, then we have to continue this business for a long period. Okay, so that is called the survival. We have to continue being in the market for a longer period. So once if you are establishing a name, see, like in our, just you consider about the school. So if in our locality there are so many schools that are coming up. Now they start the school, they make so many building and all, and after that the school being it will be getting stopped. But our school is there, so we are from the beginning onwards we are running, and see, like now it is 18 completed, and even now we are continuing and we are growing. So number of children is gradually increasing. We don't simply tell the people to take admission more. All these things are not there. So we don't force anybody to take admission or things like that. So those who are considering that there is a quality, those who consider that there is a benefit in studying here, so only those people will come and study. So such a way, continue like that. You study here and you get a good result, and after that you experience that by studying in this school you made some benefit. So some people they are studying in school and during this coronavirus problem is there, so people there is no class or schools are closed, teachers are not giving any this one, so your 1 year will be lost. Okay, after that you have to search for admission in another school. So such kind of problems, isn't it? So these are there. So we have to provide quality. We have to survive in the market. So whatever business that we are doing, we should provide good quality products to the customers. We have to see to the social responsibility. Okay. Another thing is that we should not make any kind of pollution or such type of things should not be there. So we have to make the business in a better manner so that we will be able to continue business for a longer period, survive in the market for a longer period, and making more profits. Okay. Although any be the only objective of business, its importance cannot be ignored. So even though we cannot say that so we cannot say that earning profit is not the only purpose, but its importance cannot be ignored, because like if any company cannot run without making profit, okay, any business is there. So as we have said that, see, this is depending on our life. So we need to have a profit. So without profit, a company cannot survive or continue in the market. Every business is an attempt to reap more than what has been invested, and profit is the excess of revenue over cost. Profit may be regarded as an essential objective of a business for the various reasons. So why we consider profit as the essential reason or essential objective? That is what we are going to discuss now. It is a source of income for business person. So see, like if I am doing a business, see, like if I am teaching in the school and I am getting salary, so I no need of I don't want to get any profit. So the income that I am getting is through my salary. So there is no any profit required. But imagine that if I am running a business, okay, so if I run a business, the income that I want to get or the money that I want to use for my expenses is the profit that I am getting. Okay, so if I am not getting the profit, then what will I have to do is that I have to close the business. So I am doing a business. So if I have to survive, so I have to get some profit. See, like if I am working in the school, imagine that if the school is, if you are not paying fees, and then school will not have money, so the school will not be able to pay salary to me. And after that, if I don't get salary 1 month or 2 months, if there is problem like that, we will manage. But if for continuously, if I am not getting a salary, I have to stop teaching, and I have to go for some other job. So, or I have to search for some other place where we can get a regular salary. So if whatever may be the job that we are doing, we should get some benefit. So some profit should be there. So if we are doing a business and if we are not getting a profit in that, the person cannot survive or person cannot do the business, run the business for a longer duration. Okay, so that is there. It is the source of income for the business persons. It can be a source of finance for meeting expansion requirements of business. See, like we have to make the profit, and with this profit we have to expand the business. So you can see in the Haraya market and all, there are some businesses are there. They started like a first they start as a like a tea shop. So on a Telagadi he is selling that tea and samosa and all these things, and such a way he started a business. Okay, so first he started selling tea or samosa or pakodi, all these things started selling. Then only that small Telagadi is there for him. And he make the, so he starts selling, his samosa became so much famous and people start purchasing samosa, and he is making more profit. In that way, he will make a small shop, so a tea shop will be started. And he will start selling tea and in the shop, and again, so he will increase the size of the shop, little more bigger, and nice seat and the chair and all will be there. After that, he will make it as a small dhaba like. So he will start selling food items also, and such a way he will increase it, make it little more bigger size. Afterwards, in that also he will make profit, and he will make it as a restaurant. So you can say, if you can see, like here we have like say what's Ashirwad Dhaba, so that, or if you say that if you go to Faisabad side, you will find that there is a dhaba called Avdesh Dhaba. So now it is a very big restaurant type, very big hotel type. But earlier it was a small dhaba. So then people started shopping. So they started, and they have like petrol pump is there. They have other all the businesses are there in that locality. All the business is held by them. So they start as a small business and they start growing. So every business comes into it. If you consider about Reliance, if you consider about Tata, if you consider about Adani Group, all this business came into existence from us, starting from a small stage. So they they started the business in a small scale. They made profit, and some part of the profit is used for their advancement of their business, and such a way they continued and growing and reached to a higher position. So growth is a very much a growth and expansion of business. Our school also, those who are studying from the smaller classes onwards, like I was said that earlier, one of my senior student was there. He was studying from Deepan Shuvan was there. Okay, so you might have familiar with him. So they were studying from the LKG class onwards, and they said that at that time only four classrooms were, and only around some 20 students were when we started the school. Okay, and from 4 classrooms, then after that we started increasing the building. Now it became this much big. Okay, so we now few last years we have purchased some more land. Now we are making new building. So such a way the small growth will be there. So this is the way the growth and expansion. If we are doing the business, if we are running the business in a profitable manner, then only we will be able to make profit, and we can grow in the business. Expansion, increasing the size of the business, that will be possible only by making proper business. Okay. Then it indicates the efficient working of business. So if the company is making profit, it means that the company is doing an efficient business. Nice business is done. It doesn't mean that it is cheating the customers. Okay. If a company is cheating the customer, that business cannot run properly. If you cannot loot the customer, so by looting the customer, you cannot make profit. So only use sufficient amount of profit is required, that which you can take. You provide good quality product to the customers and get the sufficient amount of profit. So such a way, if you are running, then we can run the business in a very nice manner, and we will be able to grow. Okay. Then it can be taken as the society's approval of the utility of business. So we can say that if a business is growing, if a business is running, it can be understood that the society is accepting this business. Okay, so like if the school is if our school is growing this much big, and if we are running even now, even in this pandemic situation, we are able to run the school, and if so, this is only because of the cooperation of the society or the people around here. So your parents are there, the students are there, so you are ready to cooperate. So you get some benefit out of the school. So you are you know that if you study here, you will get some benefit. So you are getting some benefit. You are getting some knowledge from here. So there is some benefit in that. So by studying in this one, the senior students, those who have studied here, they got some benefit. They could increase or grow in their life. So because of that, they recommend it to the other people also. So we can say that if we are growing, if a business is growing in a particular locality, it simply shows that the society is happy with this company. So they are getting some benefit out of this one. So if for the society also there is some benefit, see, like if you consider about Bafnan, so there is a chini mill there, and the main business in that area is the this one. Okay, and all other businesses located there is connected with the chini mill. So if because of the growth of the chini mill, other businesses are also expanding there. Okay, so if in Bafnan we can say that whatever products are available in Haraya, more than that products are you can get available in Bafnan area. So even though that so you can get a good business opportunities there. So many big shops are there. So it is growing. Okay, so this growth is because of, we can say that one reason is because of the chini mill. So people are there, so they get a good salary. People over there, they are ready to purchase quality products. So they are demanding for high quality products in the market. So people are bringing products and they make profit. So such a way the area is growing. Imagine that, see, like if a Tata is going to start a shop here in Haraya. Okay, if it is starting, then what happens? It will grow, the business will grow, and this area also will be growing. Because they will provide support, there is like so many areas will be there, other business will be also increasing, such a way the things will go on smoothly, and it will become nice. That area itself will develop, society's approval will be there. Okay, and it builds the reputation of the business enterprise. So if the business is running in a profitable manner, it will create reputation, it will create a good name. You have studied accountancy about goodwill. Okay, so there is a goodwill, so this goodwill will be increased. So if a business is running in a proper manner, this goodwill also will be increased. However, too much emphasis on profit to the exclusion of other objectives can be dangerous for good business. Obsessed with the profit, business managers may neglect all other responsibilities towards customers, employees, investors, and society at large. They may even be inclined to exploit various sections of the society to earn immediate profit. This may result in the non-cooperation of even opposition from the affected people against the malpractices of business enterprises. The enterprises might lose business and may be unable to earn profit. That is the reason why there is hardly any sizable business enterprise whose only objective is to maximize of profit. So if we try to only concentrate on making profit, or if we think that only profit is the purpose of doing this business, and for making profit, if we avoid all other objectives, there we have to study about so many other objectives are there. So if you don't consider about other objectives, see, like we are not providing quality output, we are not considering the customer's needs, we are not understanding the employees' needs. If we such a way, if we are continuing, then what will happen? This company will not be able to grow. As I have already told you, like that, if a business is making too much profit by selling in low quality product in high price and earning very high profit, such kind of business cannot run in the long run. Okay. So these are about the objectives of business. Okay, hope you have understood about this one. If you have any doubts, you can ask now. Okay, so if you don't have any doubts, we will stop the class for today, and I will be uploading the video in the website. You can watch that also. Okay. Okay, then thank you so much.